I can get it. There we go. Yeah, nice and tight.
There you go. Just like I like my women.
I don't want to touch it now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep the night rolling. We're going to welcome up Gregory Perritt, the Angry Texan. Come on up, bud.
So I'm from Texas. I know I don't look like your typical Texan, or as my family likes to say, you look like crap. I mean, look at me. I look like the professional wrestler that didn't quite make it. I also get accused of saying that I look like the former boy band member who let himself go. Or as my family calls me, Joey Fatone. I just heard a new one today at the library. I was told I looked like a Bret Michaels reject. But enough about me. Let's talk about rednecks. A little snickers in here, and some people are like, go on. Now, I'm from Texas. All my family lives there, and they always ask me about the redneckery in Florida. So, I've been here for 21 years. I don't call myself a Floridian, because that's stupid. I call myself a Texan, an ambassador, if you will. And I always go back to report on the redneckery. I am like a category of hurricanes in redneck terms. I'm a category 1. I like football. I like beer, pork rinds, grilling out, football, again football, and NASCAR, America. Polk County! Y'all got some 4s and 5s here, Bubba. Like mud squishing through the toes, distant sound of a banjo playing in the distance, dating gals from Wauchula. I mean, it's pandemonium. Man, I'm gonna be honest. I did a show one time here in Polk County in a trailer park community. I mean, it was one of those where everybody had a Walter White Winnebago. I went there and everybody was having a good time like here. Everybody's smiling. Except when they smiled, it looked like a sea of jack-o'-lanterns. Those weren't rednecks. Those were meth necks. It was pretty bad, you know. I mean, it was... You know, most of us, whenever we look up our genealogy, we go to Ancestry.com. In this particular neighborhood, they went to Ancestry.com. This old gal came up to me after the show and she said, I'm here at this show with my brother, who's also my uncle. I mean, she didn't say it like that. She just said, I'm here with my brunkle. Now, here a couple of you just snicker at that. By God, y'all know y'all got somebody in your family with a husband. That's a new one, husband. I'm going to make a shirt out of it. But I'll tell you this. Hurricane season, now that we're on categories. Florida used to be the most ready, prepared state in the United States for hurricanes. What the hell happened? Every time the hurricane comes, I see all my neighbors out in the front yard looking up, where is it? Is it coming? And then they go and rape and pillage all the damn stores, all the Cheez-Its and beer. And I think it's time. Here's the thing, they don't take them serious. So why don't we change up the names? Look at the names we've had. Charlie, Jean, Francis, Odette, Henry, Irma, Ian. I feel like the next storm that comes is going to come with windy conditions and Werther's Original. Somebody's using this damn grandparents' dress book. So I got a solution to the problem. I think we need to change up the names a little bit, you know? Maybe give the hurricane a street cred name. You know, like here comes Hurricane Ray Ray. Or how about, here comes Hurricane Jack the Ripper. Or Hurricane Jeffrey Dahmer. Ooh, it's going to eat up half of Florida. But guess what? There's one hurricane name, one that'll work one time. No one's coming out, every window's boarded up, everybody's staying indoors. And that's Hurricane Jehovah Witness. I'm happily married to a nice, hot Italian woman from the south side of Chicago. Now, how many people in here are married? Round of applause. All right, Bubba. Hey, man, have you ever heard that saying, happy wife, happy life?
Yes.
All right, that's a true statement. That's a fact. But sometimes, buddy, sometimes, that wife who's happy in the marriage will test it a little bit and throw a wild pitch outside the strike zone to see if you'll swing at it. Here's a case in point. I went recently to the Disney water park with my wife. And she says the following to me when we walk through the gate. Look at all these girls in these thong bikinis. Just look at them. How could they be wearing thong bikinis in public? I knew right then, ladies and gentlemen, that this was a test of the emergency broadcast system. And I am on a recorded line for quality assurance and training purposes. And I got a lot of guy trips and stuff on the line, drinking beer with my buddies. So the next words out of my mouth better be really careful. So I say the following. Gross. Ew. Their parents would be ashamed. How many people in here like to go to the Epcot Food and Wine Festival? Round of applause. One person. You know, this is Polk County. I didn't think y'all would tip your fingers up, but check this out. If y'all ever go, I have a bit of advice when you go from Polk County to Epcot. Don't drink so much you think you're in those countries. I got on Disney's radar when I started drinking and going around and disrespecting other cultures. And then they threw me out when I was trying to smuggle workers out of Mexico. I was like, we can get around this wall. As a comedian, I do a lot of traveling. And there's one thing that I remember back in the day. The cop cars had one red light and one blue light. Y'all remember that?
Yep.
What the hell happened? I got pulled over the other day and I felt like I was being rolled over by a disco ball. And if you've noticed, these cop cars and these bright lights and stuff are starting to change a little bit. You know, used to it was wheel, wheel, now it's got a little music to it, like it's just a matter of time before they just change the sirens to music. I'm gonna get pulled over and this is how it's gonna go. Now look at me. It's not gonna be just one cop car, okay? It's gonna be like two or three. And the cop's gonna get out of the car with glow sticks dancing around. And I'm the jerk that's gonna go to jail for a busted tail light and trying to buy pot off a cop. You know something that makes me mad about Florida? And I try to tell this all over the country. That Florida leads the nation in the dumbest driving statistic possible. And that's wrong way drivers. In case you haven't been to Epcot or know what a wrong way driver is, that's some idiot that drives the wrong way up an exit ramp on a freeway. I've never understood what they're thinking when they go past the signs. Do not enter. Wrong way. I'll be all right. Well, I got a solution to the problem once again. I think we need to have another series of signs that get progressively worse the farther you freaking drive. Now hear me out. Do not enter. Wrong way. You're making a mistake. This is the reason your dad's leaving your mom. Stevie Wonder would have turned around by now. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Angry Texan.